episode 53 of Fist of the North Star. 1 point. The keyword for this episode is hostage. A very specific keyword, you may say, and a very specific thing I'd like to talk about, but I'm still very excited to talk about this. I was waiting for it, because it's something that I mentioned in episode 27, I believe, and the keyword was justice. So if you remember that Rei kind of prevented Kenshiro from going out of inside the walls in Mamiya's village to go and save Mamiya's brother. And, well, I said what I had to say there. But about hostage specifically, because one thing that you, concerning that episode, one thing that you may say, right, is like, well, they have a hostage. So ain't that complicated? I said a few things. So there is another episode in which also I may have mentioned, but I may have mentioned this, but there is this strong theme of hostage too, obviously, which is when Rei and Kenshiro are finally against the Fan Clan and they hold hostage both 𝚑𝚎 and Mamiya. So what are you supposed to do in such a situation? And in this episode, you have those lads, right, who come and ask for help, and their girlfriends, sisters are taken hostage too. And what I like in this episode is this. So this is a very specific thing, but I want to talk about it. It's it's a typical dilemma, you'd think, right? So the enemy has taken a hostage. What do I do? It's like a dilemma. It's like one of those questions that you don't know what. You hope you'll never have to be in such a situation. Well, Kenshiro did this already before, so he's doing it again. This is the most explicit episode in which this happens, so I want to talk about this. Basically, if the anime takes a hostage, you go and kill the dude. That's the answer. And that's what Kenshiro does. In this episode especially, so those guys have those sisters, those girlfriends of those lads, yeah? And they say, you don't come closer or we kill the hostages. And Kenshiro basically goes, yeah, if you do that, you're dead. So it's like, what's the point? And so he's putting pressure on them. And then he looks around and he goes, just randomly, one of the dudes, he says, I'm going to start with you. And he's like, me? And then he just leaves the place, he runs away. Because that's the thing, it's like, you take a hostage, so you threaten me to kill that person, right? But I'm going to kill you. So, basically, it's the life of the hostage against your life. So that's the thing when you take a hostage, it's that you put yourself in danger. It really is not a great thing to do. It's not a great strategy, let's say. But it's bluff. But by the way, it's cool to say bluff, because that's what the main antagonist, let's say in this episode, says, that Kenshiro is bluffing. As in, yeah, if you kill the hostages, then I'm going to kill you. But in reality, it's the one taking the hostage who's bluffing. Because it's not a great strategy, but it works. We see it a lot in shows, whatever. It works because you're impressed by their bluff. So you may see it as this. It's like bluff against the bluffer, maybe. But beyond that, it's that when you understand that that's bluff, so you just do what you have to do. You just walk and kill the person. And here's the thing with a person who puts his life in danger, and let's say, it's quite psychological. You compensate the danger in which you are by some danger in which you put someone else. So you relieve your mental pain and you think you're good. And when you bring them back to reality and you go, you're going to die now. What if I didn't care about the life of the hostage? And even if you do, it's just, you're going to die right now. So they shit themselves and they leave everything and go. So this is something I wanted to talk about. It's like what you do. The reason in many shows it's not this simple is because you don't want to kill even the criminal. There's that too, like the police or something, they just want to arrest. But what you do is just, you go for the dude. This is the way you solve this dilemma. I wanted to talk about this.